Okay, guys, we got 19.5 pounds of venison and pork mixed 50-50 here. We mixed 2 tablespoons of celery powder in here.
In place of.
In place of the pink, but even though we didn't have to, this is not going to be smoked or anything. It's just going to go straight in the refrigerator. We didn't even have to put the celery powder, but we did. Miss Wanda mixed in 1 cup of...
Half a cup.
Or half a cup of brown sugar. Now I'm fixing to mix in the old Legs Plantation pork sausage seasoning here. This 1 pack mixes 25 pounds, so I'm not going to put the whole pack in there. I'm just going to
put most of it.
I'll put most of it in here because this is 19 pounds. We're about 6 pounds shy. Let me see. We still got a little bit to go there. Now, a lot of people's going to ask, okay, that's probably it right there. I was going to ask what's in this. This is a blend of salt, red pepper, sage, sugar, and black pepper. That's it. There is no pink curing salt or anything like that in this. No nitrites or anything like that.
No MSGs.
No MSGs, nothing like that. And what we have here is Ms. Wanda wants to add some pineapple that she canned. Now this is going to be interesting. Now there's liquid in this, and I don't know if I should add the liquid in this. Go ahead and do it. So I'm going to sprinkle it.
Because it's going to make it a little bit of wet and gooey, and when it goes through, we're going to see.
Well,
you're going to have to get them out.
There they come. This is canned pineapple from here at Deepsouth Homestead, or at Deepsouth Homestead. And we brought over here to Pecan Grove. Now, what I'm fixing to do is get my hands all messy again.
I think we're going to need another tote.
I think what we're going to have to do is, whoa, that wanted to just jump out on me there.
And the canned pineapple is going to be, it's just going to be mush when you do this and when you run it through. It's going to be mush again.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that we're adding hunks. Now, if we were smoking this, we would not be doing exactly like this.
No. I wouldn't be doing it quite this way if I was smoking.
Because I think if you smoke it, you're supposed to use dried pineapples.
You are, yeah.
And all.
If you're putting it in casings.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, to smoke it.
Yeah. You're supposed to be putting it in there. Use some dried pineapple, but this is just going to go straight in the freezer when we get through with it. So,
after I make a patty later.
Yeah, I just want to check it out, see how it's going.
Do you think that's enough brown sugar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's sugar in the old Legs Plantation.
That's true.
So we'll, okay, we're going to have another plastic tote cleaned up here. See the pieces of pineapple coming out in it.
Yep.
Because I didn't freeze this in, it ain't going through as easy.
Yeah. So freezing does make a difference.
Oh yeah, it makes a big difference. All nice and cold. Nice and cold. Got a good bit today.
All right, this is what? How many pounds?
19.5.
Of pineapple sausage.
Pineapple sausage on this one.
Be breakfast patties.
Yeah. We really didn't have to add no celery powder. We did it anyway. Because this one, these just going to be, Ms. Wanda's just going to make it up in some little small packs. It's going to go straight in the freezer. We're going to try here in a little while, and Ms. Wanda's going to cook some, and we're going to kind of see how it tastes. Because we used the actually it's number 10, Legs Old Plantation pork seasoning, and we mixed a pint of our homemade canned pineapples
And brown sugar.
And with it to I don't know, just to see how it tastes. You know, I mean, you got to experiment. If you don't ever experiment, you just don't know.
And then again, if it ain't what we think it is, it's spiced ham.
Oh, yeah.
With the D, the deer spiced. What'd you call it, spadam?
Spadam. That's right. You know, so we'll.
One way or another, it's food.
It's food, anyhow. It's pretty tacky too. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good, and I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. But now the daunting task begins of cleaning this mess up and then hauling off all the scraps. Now I was very well pleased. This is all the scraps.
Except for the rib cage.
Except for the rib cage in the back, and it looks like the buzzer just got a hold to it because I didn't leave nothing.
You took everything off.
I took everything off of it. I don't even know if the buzzer's leaving food with it.
It's mainly bones.
It's just a skeleton. That's all it is. It's a skeleton.
So that
Miss Wanda took almost all the bones. This is the bottom leg bone part right here next to the hoof. She took all the bones in, got them in a pot boiling.
And I'm fixing to can broth.
She's going to can some broth off of it, so we're going to get the broth off of the deer. And I feel really good that that's all the waste we've had on the whole deer right there. I mean,
Well, the head, the hide, and the guts. And the feet.
You have that on all of them. But as far as just what we had to cut off of the animal to get rid of.
And we have another bag of,
Now, this is not all the venison.
we have another bag, what, about
Right,
10 pounds?
Let me wash my hands. Hang on. God, we still had this much venison left over here.
At least 10 pounds.
I'm going to say it's probably more than 10 here. When I picked it up, it felt more like 15.
But at least 10.
Oh, it's easy 10. I mean, I'll know in a few minutes because I'll put it in the scales and find out. Oh, it's done almost frozen. Goodness. I don't know if this is even going to go on there.
You better hold on or it'll flip. It went over and to the
12 pounds.
12 pounds. Okay.
So that's
not bad.
That's about right. I figured 15, but it's 12. Okay.
So we'll add some pork to that later and make
This will be our deer burger.
deer burgers.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It has been a long day. The pineapple sausage I've got packed in here. We're going to be putting this in the freezer here in the shack. And this is going inside, so I have 5 packages inside. I had 22 packs all together. Plus I have about a little over half a pound I'm taking in to cook tonight. And Danny's got everything all spiffied, cleaned up. I'm taking that stuff inside. Everything will look nice in here again. We're going to take you inside and let you know how the pineapple deer sausage tastes.
This is the pineapple sausage?
Yes.
Did it have enough grease in it?
Yeah, I guess it cooked decent. I mean, if you think it cooked decent, to me.
It actually tastes really good.
But what does it taste like to you? What's the flavors? And
I definitely taste the sage in it.
yeah, that's just.
I definitely taste the red pepper. There's red pepper in it, I can tell you that.
But as far as pineapple, brown sugar.
There's a hint of sweetness in the aftertaste.
But you remember, we should have done 10 pounds and we did all 20. So I needed to have doubled the brown sugar and doubled the pineapple.
The pineapples and the sugar should have been doubled because
we intended to do 10 pounds.
we really did intend to do 10 pounds, and we forgot when we got started there. We were filming and just totally forgot about it. That last bite must have been a little piece of a pineapple in it because I got a little bit of a twinge of pineapple in it right there. And like you said, we should have dumped 2 pints in it instead of one pint.
And a whole cup of brown sugar.
And a whole cup of brown sugar, because the sweetness is there.
And so it tastes like a sausage with a hint of
now that's
everything.
really sweet right there.
You must have bit into a pineapple piece or something.
No, it's more sugary. And I think because the flavors haven't had time to mesh.
I think that's a lot of it too.
And that was probably just like a little patch of sugar that was on, because that's really sweet in the back of my mouth back there right now. It's a really sweet taste. That's what it is. I think as it sets and it has time to mesh, I think it's going to be a lot better. It's really good. It's
a good sausage one way or another.
Yeah, a lot of sausage, when you bite into it, it falls all to pieces on you.
Yeah, this
is not falling apart. As a matter of fact, it's
and usually deer sausage is one that would.
The consistency of this is very, very good. Very good. So, I think it's a winner. I think next time we do it again, we just need to remember to add a little bit more sugar and a little bit more pineapple to it. But I think it's good. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.